every business owner wanting to become an author, there is usually two paths to move forward. The first path is the professional self-publishing path, and that is what we do. That's what Impact Group Publishing does. The second is the traditional method. So the traditional method is your HarperCollins, your Penguin, Random House publishers, all those publishers that you probably heard of, and they're usually classified as the big five or the top five. Now, I want to explain to you why professional self-publishing is the right way for business owners to become an author inside their industry. The first is the timeline. So if you are wanting to professionally self-publish, the timeline is 6 to 12 months. Now, we guarantee in our business that you're published within 10 months using that book on the back end right away as soon as the book's published. For traditional publishing, you're relying on the publisher itself to go, okay, well, when is the book going to be published? And you've got to pitch to agents and you've got to do a lot of groundwork just to get a yes or a no. And that can be one of the most deflating experiences, continually getting rejected. So the timeline is very different between the two. Royalties are also different. So 70% you sell your book, you'll get 70% royalties from professional self-publishing. So we basically give all the rights back to the author. Traditional publishing is 25%. So if you are looking for a traditional publisher, usually you're going to get an advance, and that is money to invest into editors, cover designers, and the publishing services. But what the publisher expects you to do is sell thousands and thousands of copies so that they can make the return back on investment, by which you only get a 25% royalty term until that investment's been made back. Then you might negotiate a new deal. Ownership as well. So ownership for professional self-publishing is you own your IP. And I think that is one of the most powerful things. You get to own what you published. And in this day and age, it is so important for your business to have full ownership of your intellectual property. But if you do decide to publish with a traditional publisher, the publisher owns it. Okay. And who is it best for? So it's best for business owners. Professional self-publishing is best for business owners. Traditional publishing is more celebrities. And how I usually say this is traditional publishers often seek out people who think that they can make back that return on investment and promote their book in a way that is going to generate hundreds of thousands of copies sold. But essentially, we are not celebrities. We are business owners. We are people who have an audience, and we don't need a huge audience to make a lot of money with our books. So those are the two options. Professional self-publishing is always the right way for business owners. So when you decide to write your book, consider that path.